Welcome to Dreamy Decor, where timeless beauty meets budget-friendly creativity. In today's video, we're exploring the serene charm of porcelain blues paired with cozy creams, a classic, elegant combination perfect for vintage-inspired spaces. These colors create a soothing palette that feels both graceful and inviting, ideal for creating a peaceful home. Whether you're starting fresh or adding to an existing space, we'll guide you with easy, practical tips that blend affordability with sophistication. From antique furniture finds to delicate blue textiles, each idea is chosen to inspire you, no matter your budget or skill level. We want every viewer to feel confident about creating a beautiful home. So make yourself comfortable and join us for a journey through elegant vintage decor. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. We love hearing about your favorite design ideas and DIY experiences. Let's create a space that's not only beautiful, but deeply personal and full of warmth. Start by selecting your primary blue tone. It will set the foundation for your vintage space. Soft powder blue offers a romantic, airy feel, while muted slate or dusty denim shades give depth and elegance. These timeless hues work well with creamy neutrals and help tie the entire color palette together beautifully. Painting your walls in a gentle blue or incorporating it through larger pieces like a vintage armoire or linen couch can bring instant character. It's not about overwhelming the room. It's about anchoring your look with one consistent, comforting tone that feels both nostalgic and refined. To keep the look warm and lived in, pair your chosen blue with textured creams. Think plaster walls, vintage trims, or even a crocheted throw. These contrasting yet complementary finishes evoke a sense of calm and history, making your space feel established and inviting. Creams are more than just background tones. They bring warmth and softness to any vintage space. When paired with porcelain blues, creamy whites, beiges, and warm ivories create a subtle contrast that feels comforting and timeless. These tones reflect natural light beautifully and help your decor feel more open and airy. Layering creamy textures adds a rich, tactile experience to your rooms. Use cable knit throws, vintage lace curtains, woven baskets, or chenille pillows to introduce softness and character. These elements not only invite comfort but also help tell a story of craftsmanship and care that resonates with a vintage aesthetic. For a finishing touch, look to elements like tufted upholstery, aged linens, or plaster-finished walls in creamy tones. These surfaces give your space depth without overwhelming it, allowing your porcelain blues to stand out while keeping everything balanced and serene. Antique furniture is the soul of vintage design. Pieces like a weathered sideboard, a blue-painted armoire, or a carved cream vanity add instant charm and depth to any room. Their craftsmanship and patina offer a story that modern pieces often lack, giving your home a unique, storied elegance. Look for furnishings with ornate woodwork, distressed finishes, and gentle curves. These elements work beautifully with porcelain blues and soft creams, creating a balanced contrast between color and age. Estate sales, thrift shops, and flea markets are perfect places to uncover these treasures, often at a fraction of the cost. To maintain harmony, choose one or two key antique pieces per space and surround them with simpler, softer accents. This way, the furniture can shine without overwhelming the room, and you preserve that cozy, welcoming feel. The goal is balance. Let the aged pieces speak while the creams and blues support them quietly. Porcelain accents are the jewelry of vintage decor. Delicate blue and white dishes, figurines, and vases bring elegance without overwhelming a room. Their smooth textures and fine patterns reflect both light and heritage, adding just the right amount of charm to your creamy backdrop and enhancing that old-world feeling. You can display porcelain in small groupings, perhaps on a shelf, sideboard, or wall-mounted rack. Mix various sizes and shapes, but stay within a similar palette for cohesion. These clusters create focal points that draw the eye and invite closer appreciation of the intricate details, especially in well-lit areas of your home. Vintage porcelain often tells a story, whether through hand-painted scenes, traditional motifs, or scalloped edges. Incorporating these meaningful pieces reminds us of a time when craftsmanship was honored. Plus, they offer endless ways to personalize your space. Each piece can hold memory, beauty, or a story worth passing on. Layered linens add softness, texture, and warmth to your vintage space. Think of soft blue quilts over creamy coverlets, lace-edged shams resting against velvet pillows, or gauzy drapes pooling beside antique chairs. The mix of textures, lightweight, plush, crisp, creates an inviting atmosphere that's both stylish and comforting. When layering, choose linens in varying shades of blue and cream. This subtle contrast gives depth without clashing, especially when you incorporate patterns like florals, toiles, or gentle stripes. Older linens with a time-worn patina, like faded monograms or delicate frays, can lend a sense of history and intimacy to any room. Don't be afraid to use linens creatively. Drape a vintage tablecloth over a headboard, layer sheer curtains under heavier ones, or fold a quilt at the end of a bench. These thoughtful touches help your home feel intentional and lived in, while still capturing the elegance of vintage style. Soft lighting sets the tone for a welcoming vintage home. Think warm, diffused light from table lamps with pleated or embroidered shades, or the gentle flicker of candlelight on a mantel. This type of lighting enhances the cozy feel of porcelain blues and creamy tones, making every space feel like a serene retreat. Try using layered lighting throughout your rooms. Ambient ceiling lights, accent lamps on side tables, and perhaps a small chandelier in a reading nook. Opt for bulbs with a soft white glow. Nothing too harsh or cool. These layers allow you to control the atmosphere and highlight your antique decor beautifully. Vintage-style lighting fixtures, like milk glass sconces or ceramic base lamps, can become decor statements in themselves. Pair these with blue floral lampshades or soft cream fabrics to blend effortlessly with your theme. The goal is subtle elegance, light that wraps the room in comfort rather than overpowering it. When it comes to vintage decor, wall treatments can make a huge difference. Softly textured wallpapers and faded blue florals or damask patterns evoke timeless beauty while maintaining a sense of serenity. Alternatively, a creamy shiplap or wainscoting can offer a simple yet sophisticated backdrop for your porcelain and linen accents. Consider creating a feature wall with blue-tone wallpaper or stencil patterns. These walls become the perfect canvas for your vintage decor, framing your furniture and textiles in a soft, harmonious way. The key is to maintain a balance between visual interest and understated elegance, allowing the rest of your furnishings to shine. For a more understated touch, use a matte or satin finish for your walls. This will create a subtle sheen that enhances the natural light and accentuates the delicate details of your vintage decor. The result is a warm, welcoming environment with a polished, cohesive look. One of the most delightful aspects of vintage decor is the ability to showcase artful displays. Begin by selecting vintage porcelain vases in varying shades of blue, delicate figurines, and ornate picture frames. These pieces not only add visual interest but tell the story of your home, reflecting both past and present. When arranging your displays, consider creating visual harmony with a mix of heights and textures. For instance, pair a tall, slender vase with a low, round dish on a nearby table. The combination of delicate porcelain and weathered would create a beautifully balanced look. Grouping objects in odd numbers also enhances the charm and flow of your displays. Incorporating vintage artwork is another way to add personality to your space. Antique paintings, delicate sketches, or framed botanical prints, when placed in aged frames, will complement your porcelain blues and creamy tones. Mix them with modern pieces to create an eclectic but cohesive feel that still honors the past. Every vintage home needs a few cozy corners where you can unwind and embrace the atmosphere. Think about creating a reading nook with a vintage armchair draped in soft, cream-colored throws and a pillow in delicate blue tones. A small antique side table beside the chair, with a soft glowing lamp, completes the look, offering both functionality and style. For added comfort, layer your space with plush, inviting textiles. A throw blanket in soft blue hues, perhaps adorned with a subtle floral pattern, paired with a worn leather chair, brings warmth and a sense of lived-in charm. These small touches transform a simple corner into a peaceful retreat where you can curl up with a book or enjoy a cup of tea. Consider adding a vintage rug underfoot for extra texture and warmth. A faded blue or cream rug with intricate patterns can ground the space, providing a subtle yet beautiful contrast to your porcelain blues and creamy whites. The combination of soft textiles, warm lighting, and vintage accessories will create an inviting and timeless corner. You don't need to spend a fortune to create a vintage-inspired home filled with porcelain blues and cozy creams. Start by sourcing secondhand finds from flea markets, estate sales, or online marketplaces. A beautiful vintage vase or a set of porcelain dishes can often be found for a fraction of the cost compared to new items. It's all about hunting for those hidden gems that fit seamlessly into your decor. Another way to add budget-friendly elegance is through DIY projects. Refinish old furniture pieces with a fresh coat of cream or blue paint, transforming them into statement pieces for your home. A secondhand side table or chair, when given new life, can easily become an elegant addition to your decor without the high price tag of new furniture. Lastly, consider mixing high-end accents with affordable pieces. You can place a luxury vintage mirror above a budget-friendly side table, or pair an antique chandelier with a simple cream-colored lamp. Combining both expensive and budget-friendly items creates a balanced look that feels elegant without being overwhelming on your budget. As we've explored, creating a home with porcelain blues and cozy creams doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. Through clever sourcing of vintage items, layering soft textiles, and incorporating artful displays, you can transform any space into a timeless, inviting haven. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about creating a home that tells your story. Don't forget that budget-friendly elegance is achievable by mixing high-end finds with budget-conscious choices. Whether it's refinishing old furniture or layering in delicate vintage accents, there's no limit to the creativity you can bring to your space. The key is to blend vintage charm with your own personal touch. Thank you so much for watching. If you love these ideas, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more design inspiration. I'd love to hear about your vintage decor adventures in the comments below. Until next time, keep creating beautiful, cozy spaces on a budget.